Hello, hello, hello. We are looking at more Scryfall. Spoilers for War of the Spark. I think this might be the second last day of spoilers. I'm not sure. I don't know. There's like a bonus week, but I think we've already done 3 weeks, right? I'm not sure. We will see. We will see. It looks like we've got 266 cards out of 264. So I think the Planeswalkers decks go up to like 270 something. So I would imagine we've got like 10 or so bonus cards, which means that, yeah, like one more day seems like it'll work out. There's the battlefield, draw a card, 2-tap sack, add 2 mana of different colors. Ooh, nice. Nice little egg for everybody. This add 2 mana of different colors thing we've seen a couple times in the set. It's kind of, I guess, the mana dynamic of the set, which is a little cool, a little awkward for some decks, but yeah, I'm into it. Sure. Hopefully Ravnica will prove harder to break. Well, I don't know about that. I think Ravnica might be in rough shape after this. This is the battlefield, scry 1, add 1 mana of any color. Hey, that's not bad. It's kind of like Manolith. There's a few other cards that I think are basically the 3 for 1 mana. Chromatic Lantern as well, I'm pretty sure, is at this price point. Chromatic Lantern, of course, also providing super perma mana fixing for all your lands, but yeah, alright, sure. All-powerful Relic or Streak Vendor's Lucky Charm. If it brings you curse, wear it. That's a nice attitude. I like it. That it's more about the mystique of the unknown. This reminds me of Zizek's famous talk about Kung Fu Panda. Slavoj Zizek talks about how in Kung Fu Panda, it's like one of those movies where the twist in the end is that the sacred artifact does nothing, and it was just within him this whole time. And Zizek argues that, no, we got to be a little critical of these plot points, because he wouldn't have behaved in that way were he not convinced of the magical value of the artifact, right? So the artifact still retains some importance and significance. It actually still functions as if it was magic, insofar as that he would never have done the courageous deeds or whatever. I don't really know what the plot of the movie is, were it not for the fact that he was convinced of the actual supernatural qualities of the thing. Moving on. Prismite. Wow, we're just getting all of our mana rocks today. This is a little mana dude who filters your mana at a pretty not good rate. Didn't budge when the portal opened nor when the ancient gods emerged. It came to life only when all 10 guilds came together to face a common threat. So I guess that's what's happening now. All the guilds have teamed up. I guess that's what the bond cards were representing. That all of the bond cards, I think, had one guild that had been infiltrated by Bolas, changing their minds and getting back on Team Ravnica. All right, sure. That's kind of, I guess, what I expected to happen had I thought about that. Gateway Plaza. This, I think, is a reprint, yeah. We've seen this before. There was a Gates deck on Against the Odds this week, which did surprisingly well. A Maze's End deck. Heartwarming Redemption. Discard all the cards in your hand, then draw that many cards +1. You gain life equal to the number of cards in your hand. Ooh. Alright. That's kind of fun. I like that this there's kind of like a flavor connection I see between this and Cathartic Reunion. That Red's color identity is pushing further and further into this territory of passion, that it's the color of love and romance. And the idea of love and romance and magic is kind of depicted as this revitalization, that you discard all of your baggage, the cards in your hand that you don't want, and then you have this new exciting opportunity to make a fresh start with all of these new cards. Nice. I think that's a wonderful little flavor area that they can explore some more. Kithian had known war every day of his life. Now he finally knew peace. So this is Gideon back in Theros. No longer Gideon. back to his pre-Gideon name, reuniting with his boys from way back in the day, I suppose. So I think he's dead. I think this is like he's gone to like the Valhalla type state that exists for Therosians or something. I don't know, man. At any rate, the card itself does not seem that good to me because I think it's nowhere near Cathartic Reunion or Goblin Lore or any of these other crazy looting type effects, let alone faithless looting. The life gain is kind of sweet, but not that sweet. But the beautiful card, regardless, in its meaning and in its significance, just not in its power level. A Boreal Grazer. Look at this little guy. He's just getting a snack. Look at him. Look at his tail. Ah, I love it. I love it. All right. Battlefield. Put a land card in your hand to battlefield tapped. Hey, well, that's interesting. That's quite interesting. Fight to stop a tyrant, but we also fight for the gentle creatures who have no concept of what befalls their world. Like the 16-16 worm, or the 15-15 worm, or that other gigantic gruel thing that was running around. I really like this card though, and I think it. I don't know. I don't see where you would ever play this over Sakura Tribe Elder, I guess. The fact that it's a much nicer butt, a reaching butt, is okay, but it can't swing for any damage. You can't put any sort of pressure on with this guy. I don't know. I wish he was a little better. He's a sloth, I guess. So he's not going to attack. He's not into that. New Horizons, which is a reprint. Nice, yeah. I think this card's pretty cool. Ramps you, buffs you. The thing is, like, it's good for like limited and stuff. It's there's much better cards to play in Constructed. Bleeding Edge. One target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Amass 2. Okay, that's not too bad. That's pretty reasonably costed, I think. This is quite relevant removal quite often. Wish it was an instant, but I don't think any of the Amass cards are instant. I think that's maybe a little too messy for them. Elite Guard Mage. There's battlefield. You can gain. You can 3 life. You gain 3 life and draw a card. All right, sure. All right. So Chandra has decided to just blow up Azorius, as she is wont to do. I guess maybe now Bolas is taken care of, or she's bored of that, and she's just decided to nuke Azorius, even though I'm pretty sure earlier chronologically in this card, Azorius had decided to be on the side of... Well, what I'm assuming here is that they're spoiling the cards basically in chronological order, and as far as I've been able to follow the story, it seems like they have been. So Azorius decides, okay, we're Team Ravnica again, we're gonna fight Bolas, and then Chandra is like, nah, you guys still suck. You guys just shouldn't exist. Anyways, this guy's alright. He's not gonna be stopping Chandra though. Crowl Stinger, an insect assassin. Cool, right? It's fun. It's like a praying mantis. Snare Spinner. Is this another one of those innocent beasts that has no idea? The gentle beasts. As long as a creature with flying, it's alright, sure. Yeah, okay, that's fun. The juxtaposition of like these more wild type animals in the deep in the city is quite fun. Battlefield Promotion. Did he just take that from some guy who died, maybe? Alright. Save the district. Now let's go save the world. Fun, fun. Okay. Ah, it's a cat! Charm Stray. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control named Charm Stray. Oh, that's so fun. That is so fun. I like the flavor text too. I like the flavor of the card. I like that little cats get lifelink a lot of the times. Yeah, this feels like a very cat-like card. What I would love to see, but I think maybe this would be too unreasonable, is for this to get the Relentless Rats, Persistent Petitioners type of treatment, where you can have any number of them in your deck. But it's like, none of those effects have ever really been good, as far as I know. And I feel like Wizards is okay with that. They want that kind of deck to stay at the casual level. So yeah. Forcer Griffin. Sure, send the Griffins. Ironclad Korovod. Sure, it's something. It's a big thing. And these zombies are like, whoa. Prison Realm. Oh. After millennia to craft victory, Bolas had eternity to contemplate defeat. So here he is in his meditation realm. And it looks like the little jewel thing that he took from the Mojin of Night's Reach. Look at this lore expertise up in here. Is gone. Maybe that's the only thing that Gideon slashed with the Black Blade. And then maybe Ugin somehow got him into the meditation realm before that happened. And now he's just stuck there. He can't planeswalk away from there or something. He's just stuck in his meditation realm. All right, cool. That's kind of what I predicted, right? I said that Bolas would lose, but he wouldn't die. He would just get sealed away somewhere, so they could keep that card, literally a card, to put him into some future excitement. So yeah, this is like a pretty significant story moment. It's kind of surprising that it's only on an uncommon, but whatever. And yeah, that's what it does. An O-Ring that hits Planeswalkers, well, I guess O-Ring always hits Planeswalkers because O-Ring is just permanent, but you know what I'm saying. It's usually only creatures, so that's kind of exciting for this effect. Scry 1, I guess that represents his deep meditation in the realm that he had designed simply for that. Seems a little insulting that the representation of the deep machinations of his mind as he contemplates his defeat for eternity is that he gets to look at one card. Ooh, a land is coming. I don't need that. Despark. Okay. Ooh. Okay. This one's kind of exciting. You are the gods. He's the usurper. You know what to do. So what happened? Bolas himself got desparked. There's the portal to the meditation realm. Here he still has his little jewel thing. This thing in the back reminds me of the gigantic statue somewhere in Japan, the one from 20th Century Boys. It doesn't matter. This effect is cool though. This is like the black-white control deck. There's something else that I'm like, yeah, maybe. Dual control coming online. I mean, it's no Assassin's Trophy, that's for sure. But a lot of the times, this is what you are trying to hit. You can get rid of Phoenixes. It's instant speed. You can get rid of Drakes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe black-white control in standard. This is a pretty exciting card. Okay. Tithe-Breaker Giant. Battlefield, draw a card and lose 1 life. Sure. War chest win wars, but I didn't mean bashing enemy skulls. That's quite fun. Look, yeah, there he's got his little Tithe. And he's just hitting people with it. He doesn't quite get it, but sure. Dusk Mantle Operative. She has a cool haircut. I'm like super into this haircut. Where it's like kind of tight and cropped on one side and it goes over the ear. And then you part it a little asymmetrically. So that this has like a short part and it's like short. And then the long part goes like longer, like down chin length. That's so cool. Man, that's so cool. Anyways, sure. Agents inside Vodos' Citadel? We already have. Man, Bolas is getting owned. He's getting owned. I've been saying owned a lot lately. So much so that my friend actually called me out. He's like, why are you saying owned a lot again? Is it like 2006? I was like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know why I started again. I didn't even say it that much, like when it was like a thing that people said. I'm just starting now. Okay. Charity Extractor. Oof. Sure. Handed out the little offering plate. Oops. Vampire Opportunist. I think I cracked a fang. This is alright. This is the sort of thing that you feel okay about in Limited. You just sink mana into it later. But yeah, you know that? You can't get blood from a stone. That's literally what's going on here. Rebel Belt Riders. Cool. Kind of bad though. But a fun design. Maybe in Limited you can get some blowouts with this. Trusted Pegasus. Gideon, again, throwing up a lot of flags that he died. Sure, they've done this ability with Pegasus before. It's very fun and very flavorful, except when you have, like, I don't know, a giant plate worm on that. And then it becomes a little hard to believe. Ooh, okay, alright, here's our final god. God Eternal Oketra. Double strike. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black zombie creature. Oh, ooh. Alright. Ooh, alright. It's pretty pushed. Basically, you have a 6/6 for 5. And then you're getting a really solid board state, like doubling up on your board state. Whenever you cast any creature spell, you get the 4/4 zombie warrior with vigilance. So in a white weenies deck, this is at the top of your curve. And it's like one of the downsides of those decks is that you have a lot of creatures that might not be so impactful late into the game, like ones that kind of synergize with being played early and then having a bunch of stuff played around them. You know, like that guy, you know, the guy who's doing this with the sword. I'm not even going to try to remember what that card is called because I have no idea. So it's like you play that guy too late, and he's probably just going to stay as a 1/1 for the most of the game. You feel a little bad. But here, you just keep dropping your 1/1s for 1, and then you're getting a gigantic zombie army. And maybe your other white weenies are like, it's good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I think this could be pretty sweet. Okay, trot. Okay, trot. Pretty sweet. Top of the curve and white weenies. You can play a bunch of those cats too. You play this, you play a bunch of the cats, and the cats bring along their zombie buddies. That's fun. I love it. So is this the last mythic? I feel like we've seen quite a few mythics. Let's look at all of the mythics after this and try to get like a count. There's normally, what, 15? 15%? Divine Arrow does 4 damage to target attacking blocking creature. Oh, of course. That's like a card. Ah, dang. Yeah, there he is. This and this take place right after this. Look at that storytelling. It's pretty impressive. Almost every one of these cards is fairly involved in the story. Like, these are just kind of some guys, but like, you know what they're doing. You know exactly what they're up to. Exceptions are like the animals and stuff. But as that one, the one guy, the one animal, Nissa was like, don't forget about these guys. I'm fighting to protect these guys. I don't really care about the humans. Something along these lines. Unlikely aid. Ah, so he falls off. And who but Rakdos himself popping into the story. Like, he had a card in one of the previous sets. The Showstopper. And then I didn't seem like he would really care about this whole Nicole Bolas takeover thing. I guess only at this point is he like, nah, this is getting out of hand. I'm a little sick of this big dragon. And then here's Gideon riding on him, like the big finale in one of those Berserk arcs. Remember where, what's that guy called? Zane? No, not the melee player. Zard, Zoing, Zoof, Zala, Zablamo. The big demon guy lets Griffith ride on him. That's all I'm saying. that's all I'm saying is similar. Gideon sacrifice. Ah, Gideon somehow just martyrs himself. He just gets this curse. All damage that would be dealt this turn to you and permanents you control is dealt to the target permanent instead. Still in the battlefield. Okay, pretty cool. This plus an indestructible thing is basically like fog, Angel's Grace, whatever you want to call it. Maybe it's a little narrower than Angel's Grace. Sorry, my foot is really itchy. I have no idea why. But I just I had the compulsive need to scratch at it a little bit. Oh my god. Why is it so itchy? Okay. Tyrant Scorn. Hero the Magisaurus is dragon. Not this time. So instead it was that he was betrayed by the gods and Ugin. That was like the team up that did it, I guess. I haven't read any of like the actual story articles or any like comments or summaries of the story. I've just been going based on the cards. And I think it's done a pretty good job. Like I've been really enjoying that process. So I think not until I see the whole set and try to glean as much as I can of the story from the cards will I actually go and read what's going on. But all right, sure. This is like kind of handy. Price of Betrayal. Oh, we already saw that. And we are caught up. Sugoi. Okay. I wanted to check how many mythics we'd seen. Which we can do. $18. That already seems like more than sets normally have. Oh, well, there's the Planeswalker cards. So that's like this guy and the Jace. All right, so that makes sense. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so this must be it. Because if we do like set... oh, okay, 18. Yeah, and that's again with 2 Planeswalker cards, so there's like 16 normally. Sure. There he is. Yeah, okay. So I think pretty much all of the really exciting cards we've seen now. But then again, there's always the chance for something super crazy like this just pop out of nowhere. So we'll see. But I think we're almost done. And then we'll do some, I don't know, more predictions, more analysis, we'll have some fun. Right? Okay. Bye-bye.